Now that we've added our documentation, we're not really going to need these chapters anymore, so let's just fold them up and put them away. Now, that style of documentation is obviously quite meaningless to you. Today's purpose really is to look through the content into the functionality, and as we move through this, we are doing it within this educational context, just because I thought it would give a bit more meaning as we add the particular elements. So we have some text. Let's have a look at adding some graphics or some images. Back in our right hand side here, I have my section on Columbus, which is number 5. Number 6 was a Columbus background. If I go back to the title page on Columbus, I don't want this image on every page, that gets a bit boring. I'll leave it on my 2 documentation pages, but I'd like something a bit more Columbus-like here. So I just drag that over and drop it on it, and I have a nice Columbus background. I can do the same thing with Vasco da Gama. Don't delete this background, because if you do, when you drag an image out, it just comes out as a small image. You need to actually drag the image into that place where it's held for a background. Right, so that's got some nice backgrounds on. That's made a difference to it already. Now let's add some more images. Let's add a nice little picture of Christopher Columbus, which I just happen to have here. I'm going to drag that in, just drop it anywhere. Once it's on the page, you can maneuver it. You can resize it to fit, just like you would do in a normal document. I'm going to place that up in there. I better get it on the page. That's looking okay to me. Then I have an image of some voyages, which I'm going to put in there. In fact, I might put those on the second page. I can drag my bar across here. I can drag images between pages, but I can't drag them between chapters. And drag them over to here doesn't work either. So I have to drag it this way, and then I can pull it over. So I can pull it over to a new page like that. Images can be any size. I might make this one a huge one, might make it spread over 2 pages, page and a half, whatever. Then I'll go down to my Vasco da Gama pages, and I'll have a look at putting some images on there. I have a picture of him which I'll drag out. I'll do the same thing, positioning that up in the top corner. And I also have, note I'm using these arrows now to jump between my pages. I also have a little picture of the voyages of Vasco da Gama, and I'm just going to put that in the top left corner there. Now that I've done this, it would probably be a good idea to have a look at how this is actually looking to students. So let's have a look at it. What you have to do now is plug in your iPad, and when your iPad is connected, go to iBooks and have it open at the bookshelf. Once it's set up, then you go up to the top here and go to Preview, and it reminds you that that's what it wants you to have. Then you just press OK, and it sends this iBook to your iPad, and it will open up inside your gallery, and it will open up with the front page, and you can actually browse through it and see exactly how it will look to students. Why don't you go ahead and try that?